The psychology of habits, how habits form and why they're hard to break. Habits are the building blocks of our daily lives, determining how we act, react, and even think. They can be both beneficial and detrimental, depending on the nature of the habit. Understanding the psychology behind habits, how they form, and why they're difficult to break is essential for personal development and self-improvement. In this video, we'll use the focus keyword, habits, to explore the science of habit formation and offer insight into overcoming the challenges of breaking bad habits. The habit loop and habit formation. At the core of habit formation is a process known as the habit loop, which consists of three key components. Cue, a trigger that initiates the habit. Routine, the actual behavior or habit itself. Reward, the positive outcome that reinforces the habit. This loop is a self-reinforcing cycle that becomes stronger and more ingrained each time it is completed. The more frequently the loop is repeated, the more automatic the habit becomes. The role of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and change in response to experiences, plays a crucial role in habit formation. When a habit is formed, neural pathways in the brain are strengthened through a process called long-term potentiation. This makes it easier for neurons to communicate with each other, allowing the habit to become more automatic and entrenched over time. Why habits are hard to break? There are several reasons why habits, particularly bad ones, can be difficult to break. Automaticity. The more a habit is repeated, the more automatic it becomes. This means that the behavior occurs with little conscious effort, making it challenging to interrupt or change. Familiarity. Habits are comforting and familiar, even if they're detrimental. Breaking a habit often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, which can be intimidating or unpleasant. Emotional connection. Many habits are emotionally charged, serving as coping mechanisms or sources of pleasure. The emotional attachment can make it difficult to let go of the habit. Environmental cues. Habits are often triggered by environmental cues, making it difficult to break the habit when these cues are still present. Strategies for breaking habits. Breaking bad habits requires understanding the habit loop and using targeted strategies to disrupt the cycle. Identify the cue. Recognize the triggers that initiate your habit. This allows you to address the root cause and develop strategies to avoid or counteract the cue. Replace the routine. Replace the bad habit with a healthier alternative. By doing so, you're still satisfying the cue and receiving a reward, but in a more beneficial way. Alter the reward. Change the reward associated with the habit. This can help weaken the habit loop by reducing the positive reinforcement that strengthens the habit. Remove environmental triggers. If possible, eliminate or minimize exposure to cues that trigger your habit. This can make it easier to break the habit by reducing the frequency of the cue. Building good habits to replace bad ones. One of the most effective ways to break bad habits is to replace them with good ones. By leveraging the habit loop and neuroplasticity, you can create new, healthier routines that eventually become automatic and ingrained. Some tips for building good habits include: start small. Focus on one small change at a time. Trying to change too much at once can be overwhelming and lead to failure. Be consistent. Practice your new habit regularly. Consistency is key to strengthening the habit loop and making them. Set clear goals. Establish specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals for your new habit. This will help you stay focused and motivated. Use positive reinforcement. Reward yourself for your progress and celebrate small victories. Positive reinforcement strengthens the new habit loop, making it more likely to stick. The importance of patience and perseverance. Breaking bad habits and building good ones is a gradual process that requires patience and perseverance. Setbacks are inevitable, but they should be viewed as learning experiences rather than failures. Reflect on what went wrong, and use the insight gained to develop strategies for overcoming obstacles in the future. Understanding the psychology of habits, including the habit loop, neuroplasticity, and the challenges of breaking bad habits, is essential for personal development. By identifying cues, replacing routines, altering rewards, and removing environmental triggers, you can effectively break bad habits and replace them with healthier alternatives. With patience, perseverance, and the right strategies, you can reshape your habits and transform your life. Thanks for watching. Like, follow and subscribe, share with a friend.